our little thing together. We're often speaking together.
Hey, what's the hashtag? Is it CBCO09 or CBCF20? CBCF20, okay, because I had them all mixed up. You two talk, do it. Like we're talking slides. Nice.
You know what? Let's go to the keyboards.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Norman Rosenzweig. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. All right. Is that all right? Nice to meet you.
Let's shake your hand on the stream.
Okay, your stream. Welcome to the stream.
Sean Williams.
Hello.
Hi, Variety.
So, all right. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, we've met before.
Yeah, we met before. You kind of know my cast over here, a lot of everybody here, but introduce yourselves because I know you're on the panel, but before we start, since we're waiting, I just want everybody to introduce, you know.
Eric Easter, Ebony Jet, Townsend Publishing. And nothing about that.
Oh, Gary Mack, Ducato Inc.
I'm Donna Bird with TheRoot.com.
Sean Williams, DallasSouthBlog.com, DallasSouthBlog.com.
Crystal High, founding co-chair of Innovation Generation Broadband Policy Summit.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Mouthful, right? Just said it all. It's a theater training.
Very good.
And I'm Variety today. I'm a journalist.
Oh,
Gina McCauley, Wagon While Brown Conference. What about our daughters and Michelle Obama?
Oh, okay, okay. Now, I just wanted to have a discussion because we're going to be talking about this today, and you know, in the cast, Mr. Richard Roundtree, of course, Leon, Valerie Ortiz, Monica Calhoun, Janice Lynn,
hello.
Mr. Billy D. Williams. And all you guys know Mr. Ray Ramsey here?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, and so in terms of the discussion today, since you know we're here, I hate to waste time or anything. Is that what are your thoughts in terms of broadband? Because we're in that space, but I mean I know you're online with Ebony Jet. I mean, what does the future look like for you guys in terms of, in terms of that broadband space?
You know, it depends on what you're calling broadband. I mean, for us, it's we're just trying to move all of that material, to digital so it can be shot out through as many channels as we want to. And so we're just trying to be everywhere where the audience is. And, broadband is the pipeline that's allowing us to do that, but not just here, but globally, because, it's a global brand. So that's our future. I mean, that's where our future is, at this point.
Okay.
And we do. I'm with TheRoot.com, and we're owned by the Washington Post. We're solely online right now. And really, as we look at growing our property, that's really where everything is right now. Everything's transitioning over to the web. And quite honestly, when you start looking at what's going on in the mobile space, African Americans are over-indexing in terms of mobile usage. So if you're going to be in this space, if you're going to be looking at sort of digital transmission of content, that you need to be looking not only online, but also really how you're transmitting via mobile devices.
I want to add one thing to that. I'm streaming this live, by the way. I think it can't be overlooked, which is social media and TV coming together. Vizio's and releasing on the TVs with Facebook Connect and Twitter built into the TV sets. Mm-hmm. So when you think about content, I think the future of production of content should include the idea of bringing together social media and traditional media, which we're calling now media.
You said now media?
Yeah.
And I'll jump in too. I think we talk a lot about people consuming the internet. We need to have more discussions around creation. We need to talk about creating content like you guys have done. We need to talk about African Americans becoming entrepreneurs. We want people to aspire to be the next creator, the next Facebook, the same way they aspire to be the next Jay-Z or the next P. Diddy. We have to change the value proposition.
And to that point, content doesn't just have to be entertainment, which is great. Content can have purpose. It can show people how to do things. It can help empower them. It can help make communities stronger, help them grow.
Watch Diary of a Single Mom.
It's in the entertainment.
You, sir, from your side.
Well, what we do is we actually make the vehicles. We make platforms that enable content providers and content makers to have their own Facebook, to have their own social network. We create platforms that are for business to business, so you can have you don't have to rely on the tools like Facebook or Twitter. We have those applications built in. You can start your own fan base. You can start your own if you have an audience that you've aggregated or created a brand. You can simply use our solution, make your own branded social media platform, and aggregate your content and own your content, own the vehicle, the car, the vehicle, the seat belts, the hubcaps, the whole shot. So
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to see a clip from our show. This is our second season, and and this is to everybody here. I just want to get your thoughts because now we're going to go into the next phase of virally marketing this show. The first was Ray coming with a concept to me saying, "Hey, how can we do a show?" Then I called on friends from Hollywood to say we're going to do a show. Now we really want to blow the show up. What would your recommendations be for you guys in that viral space?
You don't have time here? I don't want to come see me. But, I mean, I think, it's about creating relationships with the characters even before the show happens. There's a huge opportunity to do that within the space. Allowing the story to grow, allowing people who are passionate about, after seeing the film, allowing them a space to share what their thoughts are about the film. It's really driving the conversation beyond just the film, but it's pre, during, and post. Cultivating a place where people can...
Our community was we worked to network people digitally. And one of the things that is becoming incredibly apparent, which we're going to speak about shortly with Robert Townsend and Ray Ramsey. Gentlemen, would you like to get seated while I'm getting ready to introduce you? Can we get a round of applause for actor, director, producer Robert Townsend and Ray Ramsey? That has happened with media is that all media is everywhere. All media is everywhere because digital media follows you wherever you go. You can listen on your phone to a radio broadcast. You can watch Diary of a Single Mom on your iPhone, and I think that this opportunity that we have here is one where we're all gathered because we recognize the power of what is behind digital media, which is people. There is no particular snap and pop and fizz to just having bits and bytes. It's really about who's behind the bits and bytes. And two of the people who are behind them are Robert Townsend, who is to my right. Far right, Robert Townsend, filmmaker, actor, producer, entrepreneur, philanthropist. He has been making history in words and images, and he's got 30 NAACP Image Awards, plus has served as the president and CEO of production for the Black Family Channel, president of a joint venture with the One Economy Corporation called the V Studio, and their flagship project, Diary of a Single Mom, can be seen on the public internet channel, which we're going to learn more about. We've also got Ray Ramsey, Chief Executive Officer of One Economy Corporation, which I used to work for, and this incredibly successful, wonderful organization is leveraging technology to really, bring from both directions, from the media side, the content side, from the social networking side, from the access side, really talking about bridging the digital divide, creating digital opportunity. And on that level, Ray Ramsey is a founding member of the Broadband Opportunity Coalition. So I just want to thank you both so much for joining us. And there will be a couple more sessions that we're going to do where I'll be more a part of the conversation. In this case, I'm just going to let you guys go, and as we need to redirect or bring in audience members, I'll step in. So Ray and Robert, take it over. Whichever way.